Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be doing like a get ready with me style video. I'm going to be testing out a bunch of new makeup products, and I am super excited about today's video because this video is sponsored by Luxury Scent Box. So Luxury Scent Box is a monthly fragrance subscription. You guys know I love my monthly subscriptions. It's like getting a little present each month. So Luxury Scent Box is $15 a month, and you also get free shipping, and you can cancel it at any time. They have over 500 brands of luxury perfumes and colognes. This is for men and women. So basically how it works is you will take a survey and it will give you recommendations of different fragrances that you might like. After you get the recommendations, you can pick which fragrance you want to receive, and then you can kind of like build up a calendar of which fragrances you get each month, which is so amazing. So I'm going to show you guys how my Luxury Scent Box fragrances came. They did send me 3 fragrances. I sent them 3 perfumes that I love, and they had a fragrance specialist pick out 3 perfumes that they think I would like based on the perfumes that I normally wear. So I'm really excited because I'm getting to try out new perfumes. Normally I just stick to like my same few that I really like. For example, my favorite ones that I sent in are Prada Candy. I also really like Juicy Couture, and then I also love Pink Sugar perfume, which is like one of my all-time favorites. So before we get into all of like the scents that they sent me, I'm gonna first show you guys the packaging. So they each just came packaged in this little box like this that says Luxury Scent Box. The packaging is very sleek and nice. And then inside we have the perfume with the case. So this is the Luxury Scent Box case. It's very sleek and modern looking, and when you twist it up, the perfume is right there, so you can take out the perfume. So basically when you run out of the perfume, you will just take it out and then put a new one inside your case, and then it just twists down. This is really easy just to throw it in your bag. And then they also sent over a really nice little like velvet case. If you didn't want just this inside your bag, you have this nice little case that you can put it in as well. So you will only get the case with your first month. Your first month you will get the black and silver case, and then you get a new case quarterly. So like for example, you can get a different colored case depending on the season. So I have this green one right here, and this one also has a fragrance in it. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the fragrances they sent over for me. So this will be helpful for you guys who are like really into like sweet smelling perfumes. So as I said, I do really love my Prada Candy perfume, Pink Sugar, and then I love pretty much all of the Juicy Couture perfumes. So the first perfume that they sent me came in the green case. This is from the brand Shea and Blue. This is their Salt Caramel perfume. This is a UK brand. This smells so good. To me, this is a very mature smelling sweet perfume. Some really sweet and like kind of like candy cupcake type perfumes can smell a little bit like they're for a much younger person, but if you're really into that type of scent, this one is perfect if you are a little bit older and want a more like mature smelling perfume. I hope that makes sense. And then the next perfume that they sent me is called Vanilla Apricot, and it smells so good. This one has a little bit more of a floral scent, but it definitely is still on the sweet side. This one is kind of like a tropical scented perfume. I love this one as well. I really love all the ones they sent me. I think they did an amazing job of picking out scents for me. And then the last one they sent over is the Vanilla Blackberry perfume. They sent this one over because I love the Viva La Juicy perfumes, and this one smells so good as well. So all of their perfumes are 100% authentic. They have so many different designer perfumes to choose from. This is really nice for those of you guys who want to try out new perfumes but you don't want to buy the full size. I think it's really convenient to have these little travel size perfumes just to throw in your bag, because I never put like a full size perfume in my bag because I don't want to break it. But with this one, it's really nice and easy, and it's not going to break in your bag. By the way, these have 0.30 ounces or 9 milliliters of fragrance inside of here, which is a really good size for a travel size perfume. If you end up loving one of the scents that you get in the travel size, you can buy the full size with a discount. By the way, they are giving me a coupon code for you guys. So this is normally $15 a month, as I said, but you can use the code MelindaFinvesh and get 35% off your first order. You do have to be a new customer, but then with the coupon code, you only have to pay $9.75 for your their first perfume, which is really good. They do also have a premium plan option that is $18 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive scents, and then you also get a new case every single month. So I'm gonna have a link to Luxury Scent Box's website in my description box below if you guys want to check it out, and I'll also have the coupon code there if you guys want to use that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into the get ready with me portion of the video. If you guys want to see which scent I picked out to wear today from my 3 options, make sure you guys stay tuned till the end. So let's just go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with primer. Today I'm gonna be using this new CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Primer. I have the mattifying primer here. I'm gonna use this one today. I have both this one and the moisturizing primer, but I wanna go with the mattifying one today because it is really hot outside and I want to keep my makeup on my face. So it's kind of like a lotiony type primer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this all over my face. So for foundation, I'm going to be using this CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. Like all of the complexion products I'm going to be using today are from CoverGirl because I just got a PR package from them, as you guys saw in my last video. Hopefully this shade's okay for me right now. I kind of have like a little bit of self-tan on still, but it's fading, so I'm not sure how this shade's going to look. So I had already used this foundation one time before, but I didn't really have like a real like solid opinion on it. But this time with the primer, I feel like it looks a lot better. I feel like it definitely looks a lot more smooth than it did without the mattifying primer. The mattifying primer definitely makes your skin look very smooth. It kind of blurs your pores a little bit. So far, so good. I'm going to be using their new concealer as well today. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I'm going to be using mine in the shade L100 Fair. So this shade is pretty light, which is actually really hard for me to find in a drugstore concealer. I feel like I always have a really hard time finding a light enough shade at the drugstore. But yeah, I have tried this once already as well, and it blended out really nicely, and I really liked the way that it looked underneath my eyes. I feel like this has a really good amount of coverage. Like that just blends out so easily. I definitely recommend trying this concealer out. I believe there are 30 shades, which is a really good shade range for the drugstore. All right, so now I'm going to be trying out the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals Loose Powder. This is their translucent powder, but I did use this like last week, and I feel like it is pretty dark for a translucent powder, but I'm going to go ahead and try it out one more time today. So if you guys can see, like it looks, to me, this looks pretty dark. I feel like it does definitely like darken up your makeup a little bit. So I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but this side is definitely darker now that I put the powder on it. So I really would not say this is a translucent powder. I feel like it definitely has like a color to it. And I feel like it's definitely on like the yellow side. So I'm not sure how I feel about the powder. I feel like it just made me look very yellow. I feel like it kind of changed the color of everything on my face, like the foundation and the concealer. I do feel like my skin looks very smooth, but I feel like that has more to do with like the primer that I used. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using this Lancome bronzer today. This is the Le French Glow bronzer. You guys have seen this a couple of times on my Instagram. I have been loving this bronzer. It's so pretty. I've only used it like maybe like 3 times. So I really wanted to use it again today because it is like the newest bronzer I have in my collection. I feel like it just gives like the most natural like glow to the skin. I really like the way this bronzer looks. I kind of just mix like all of the shades together. I don't just like go into like a certain part of the pan. I'll just kind of tap my brush all over and pick up all of the shades. They do have different shades of this bronzer for different skin tones. I believe there are 3 shades, but I could be wrong. Maybe there's just 2, but I think that there's 3. This is the lightest shade. This is in the shade 01. So you guys also saw in my last PR haul that I got sent the Ofra Island Time palette. I have used 1 shade in here. I believe I used this one last time. I want to try out one of these up here. I might just mix the 2 together a little bit. They're both really pretty coral shades. I love the Ofra blushes. They blend out so nicely. and the pigmentation is really good. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using this CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner highlighter. This is in the shade Pearl Crush, and I have used this one time as well, and it was super pretty last time I used it. Like, you can definitely build this up to be like super blinding and metallic. I really love the shade as well. This one is really good for fair skin. So moving on to the eyes, I have this new eyeshadow palette here from The Balm. This is the In the Balm of Your Hand palette. This is the Volume 2 palette. I did get this in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. I wish I would have thought about this when I was doing my face makeup, because this does have the Bahama Mama bronzer, and then it has 3 like really pretty blush shades, and I've always wanted to try like their bronzer and blushes. And then it has a few eyeshadows up at the top, and then it also has the Mary Luminizer highlighter in there, which I'll probably use as an eyeshadow. But I'm first gonna go in with the shade Meet Matte Adore. I'm just gonna do a pretty natural look today. I'm just gonna start by blending this in my crease. I'm not sure if I've ever tried any of the Balm's eyeshadows. I don't think I've really tried many of their products, but I have heard really good things about pretty much all of their products. I'm also going to blend that down onto my lower lash line. So far, this matte shade has really good pigmentation, and it's blending out very nicely. All right, now I'm going to pick up the shade Meet Matrimony, and this is a really deep, like matte chocolate brown, and I'm just going to kind of pat this on my outer corner, and then I'll slowly blend it into my crease. I'm going to pick up a little bit on a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to press this right up against my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that CoverGirl concealer, and I'm going to put some on my lid. I'm going to take a little tiny brush. This is the Morphe & Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. I love this brush for doing this. I feel like this just makes it really easy. I'm only going to go about halfway because I do kind of want to blend that dark shadow up onto my lid as well. So now I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer shade, and I'm just going to press this right into my inner corner. This shade is super pretty. So I'm pretty sure I've been saying the wrong like shade names. I guess the shade names at the top are the actual names, and then the ones on the bottom are like from what palette they're from. So yeah, I've been saying the wrong names. I'm going to take the shade Firm, which is like kind of like a taupe shimmery shade, and I'm going to put this on the center part of my lid. So for mascara today, I'm going to be using this Tarte Big Ego mascara. I got this in my BoxyCharm this month. I did use it one time, but I think I only used it on my lower lashes. I can't really remember, but we're going to go ahead and try it out again today. Here's what the packaging looks like. I think the packaging is super pretty. It feels nice and heavy. And then here is what the wand looks like. Yeah, this is not easy to do the lower lashes because of how big the wand is. So I do like the way that it made my lower lashes look, but I feel like I had to be very careful. Gonna curl my top lashes. So based on my first impression, I do like this mascara. I feel like it made my lashes look pretty nice. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some false lashes off camera and fill in my brows, and I will be right back. All right, so now we're gonna use a new brow gel from CoverGirl. This is the Easy Breezy Brow Volumizing Brow Gel. I'm gonna be using mine in the shade Light Pale. Hopefully this is my shade. I'm not really sure. I was kind of torn between this one and the medium shade, but they both looked kind of dark, so I wasn't sure, so I wanted to go with this one. By the way, I'm wearing the Anastasia Dip Brow on my brows, and then these lashes are the Delarza Cosmetics and V&A Strict lashes. These are like my favorite lashes. These are literally the only lashes that I ever wear. This was my last new pair. I have like 4 pairs of these, and I have like worn them to death. I'm about to go order some more because these are literally the only lashes I ever wear. They're the only ones I really like on myself, but yeah. So I'm gonna be opening this up and we're gonna test this out. Yeah, I think the light shade is good for me. I don't like my brows to be too dark, and I feel like the dip brow makes them look kind of dark, so this is gonna lighten them up a little bit. So to finish off this look, I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin. I got this in one of the mystery boxes that I bought, and I'm really excited to try this out. These smell so good. I think I just found my perfect nude. Alright, so this is literally like the most perfect nude. I really don't think that I have a shade like this. Now I know why this shade was always sold out at the Morphe store when I went and tried to get it, so I'm so glad I got it in the mystery box. Gonna try and do something with this hair really quick. So I did recently get this Pixie Glow Mist, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this today to set my makeup in place. So the last step I always do whenever I am getting ready to go somewhere is apply my perfume. So I'm going to be using one of the 3 scents that Luxury Scent Box sent me. So it's really hard for me to pick which perfume to wear today, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Shea and Blue Salt Caramel perfume. It seriously smells so good. If you love like a really like sweet scented perfume, you will love this. So the Shea and Blue brand is a UK brand. They are exclusive to Luxury Scent Box. So the creator of this brand used to be an executive for Chanel. So as I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, you just twist and the scent pops up. I like to apply a little bit on like my chest and neck, and then I'll apply a little bit on my wrist. Dude, it smells so good. The specialist did so good at picking the scents for me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my perfume in the little travel bag. And then I'll just throw this in my purse for whenever I go out today. I love having little travel size fragrances like this because I always like to have one in my purse just to like touch up later in the day. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, make sure you guys click the bell next to the subscribe button before you leave, and thank you so much for watching.